Good morning, students. My name is Vimal Raj. I'm a lecturer from Mechanical Department from GEMS Polytechnic College. So today we're going to discuss about the first unit on the subject called Environmental and Pollution Control. So this will be your subject in the fifth semester. So the first unit that we are going to discuss is the introduction to pollution. So before getting started into the video, I just want to motivate you guys with the motivational words. That is, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Yes, everybody has the dream in their life. All we need to do is we need to have an attitude of pursuing them. We need to have an attitude that we have to go for it. Unless and until we don't go for the dreams, we cannot achieve that. So we need to do is we need to have an attitude of go with the dream. Okay, now let's get started into the video. So the contents that we're going to discuss today is the environment, ecosystem, and classifications of pollution and pollutant. So environment is nothing but the sum of all surroundings of a living organism, including natural forces and other living things, which provide condition for development and growth as well as of danger and damage, is called environment. So basically, we are a human being. We are living in the surrounding. We are living in the environment. Along with us, there are so many things also living with us, right? For example, animals are living, plants are living, bacteria, so many things are living. So environment is nothing but sum of total of all surrounding of living organism. So we all live in a particular area, so that is called the environment. So which is basically provides a condition for the development and growth. So basically, when we are born, we born as a baby. After that, we grow as we grow and we become adult and we become old. Like that, the growing stage of growth, right? As well as other living organism also the same thing. It will be like a small. For example, if you take a dog, it comes like a puppy and it grows matured. It grows. It grows as an adult dog. It grows, right. So that is called the development. So that is called the environment. And what is meant by ecosystem? An ecosystem includes all of the living things, plants, animals, and organisms in a given area that interacts with each other. So that is called the ecosystem. Ecosystem is nothing but all the living organisms that interact with each other. For example, if we take plants, plants will interact with some insects. So insects will interact with animals. Animals will interact with organisms. So those kind of things are called the ecosystem. So basically, it's like a food chain. So if we take a small, what do you call, the grasshopper eats the grass, and the grasshopper is eaten by a frog. Frog is eaten by a snake. A snake is eaten by a, like a eagle. That's called the ecosystem. And those are the two things. Next one, the pollution. So topic is pollution, right? So what is meant by pollution? Pollution is nothing but it is defined as the presence of impurities or pollutant substance in sufficient concentration level. So basically, pollution is nothing but the foreign particles or the unwanted presence of impurities that pollutes the air, that pollutes the area. That is called the pollution. So causing harmful effects on human beings, animals, plants life, or material resources when exposed for a sufficient duration. So that is called the pollution. Okay, so that reduce the quality of life in the environment. So basically, when a pollution occurs, basically it reduce the quality, it reduce the growth rate, all those things. And what do you mean by pollutant is pollutants are the substance that pollute. So basically, pollutant is nothing but the substance that cause the pollution is called the pollutant. So basically, the environment from the environment, from the gases like greenhouse gases, from vehicles and poisonous chemicals that cause the pollution. Now we'll go for the classifications of pollution. So these are the types of pollutions that currently are there. First one is the air pollution, second one is the water pollution, third one is the soil pollution, fourth one is the marine pollution, fifth one is the noise pollution, and next one is the thermal pollution and nuclear exhaust. So the first pollution that we're going to discuss is air pollution. Air pollution is nothing but the presence of one or more contaminants like dust, smoke, mist, and odor in the atmosphere which are injurious to human beings, plants, and animals. So basically, air pollution is nothing but the contaminated material, the contaminated particles that presence in the atmosphere, which cause harmful, which is very harmful or which is injurious to human being. That is called the air pollution. And what are the sources of air pollution? Could be like natural pollution like volcanic eruptions, forest fires, biological decays, man-made activities, thermal power plants, agricultural activities. So basically, we all know that air pollution plays a major role in our modern life, because currently the condition that we are facing is all the areas, all the places are currently developed, and everybody are using vehicles, and everywhere when you see there are industries, factories, so many things are happening. And because of that, when in the earlier days, before like 50 years, people used to travel in the bullock cart and people used to travel by walking, like that they used to do. But nowadays, even if we want to go to the nearby place, we use our vehicle to go for the transportation. So because of that, what happens is the pollution is getting increased, because the pollution that comes out from the vehicle that cause a major issue in the atmosphere. And when the atmospheres get polluted, automatically it will harm the humans. Basically, we are the one who's going to be suffering. Both the things are happening here. We are beneficial as well as we are getting suffered, because we use vehicles for transportation in order to reduce the time, in order to save the time, in order to reach the place within the stipulated time. But at the same time, we are also facing the issue like the contamination of the atmosphere, because we are using enormous amount of vehicles. And as well as when you take up the factories, in the olden days the factories was not there, and the area, everything was really good, and the atmospheric level was really good. Even people used to have the good oxygen, because nowadays, even though there is trees are there, still though the contamination level in the atmosphere is higher comparatively when we compare with the olden days. So these are the sources of air pollution, which is like natural pollution like volcanic eruption. So we can see there is so much of volcanic mountains are there, which if the volcanic mountain gets erupted, what happens is it causes a major pollution in the atmosphere, because the smokes that comes out from the volcanic eruption would be a massive one, and that causes a great pollution in the atmosphere. And we all know that what is forest fire. Basically, when you see the agriculture areas, they used to they used to burn the areas when they're done with the harvesting. So I used to see when people done with the harvesting, what they will do is they will gather all the waste things and they will burn it, because that gives that is good for the soil, but what happens is that is also bad for the atmosphere, because we are the major sufferer, because we as a human being and plants and animals also, they will also be suffering because of this air pollution. Next one is the biological decay. The biological decay is nothing but the animals or the things that been dead and stays in the soil, and that causes some air pollution, because when the biological decay spreads, the smell goes out, and the things when they burn it out, that also causes that also causes some major pollution. And the man-made activities, so that's thermal power plants, agricultural activities, as I said earlier. Thermal power plants, nothing, we know that thermal power plant was a thermal power plants, because thermal power plant, they used to produce they have to produce electricity. So in order to do that, they will be burning so much of things. So that is also cause a pollution. So now we'll see a video on how this air pollution occurs.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Ah.
So you would have seen the video. In this video, it has been clearly explained that what causes the air pollution, and because the main reason is a human caused the air pollution because we human wants everything to be in a we want everything in our hands just within a second. That's what, because of that reason air pollution is getting more, because everything we want everything in a easier way. So what we do is we invented vehicles, we invented so many new things, and because of that right now we are the one who's suffering a lot. As you see in the video, there are so many points which have been mentioned. Just show you the next slide. So you could see that bursting of firecrackers. So when what we people will do is, when we come across some festivals like Diwali and so many things, we used to burn the crackers for the joy, right? But thing is that actually causes a big pollution in the atmosphere. Those smokes that comes out from this cracker that causes a major air pollution. Because of that air pollution, what happens is, even it affects the growth of the plants. Even the plants cannot grow nicely, because when the atmosphere is being polluted, uh, how the plants will grow? Because basically the plants, they inhale CO2, that is carbon dioxide, and they exhale the oxygen to us. So if it is more, that causes a that affects the growth on the plants. As well as the historical monuments, like if you take Taj Mahal, what happened to Taj Mahal? Initially it was white in color, now it's like yellowish color. The building is in like yellow in color. Why? In the sense, because of the air pollution, the unwanted oxygen, I mean unwanted the chemicals that present in the atmosphere, that causes the problem. As well as the burning of the fossil fuel. Earlier days, in railways, they used to run this coal, coal. They used to run the engine with the coal. So that's the burning of the fossil fuel. Basically, when you burn this coal, it produces the enormous smoke, right? That smoke also causes a air pollution. So we people, as we live in this world, we are the we are responsible for the pollution that causes, because only we can control those things. So what could be the control measures? Use only unleaded petrol. So leaded petrol is nothing but the petrol that we currently we are using it, but unleaded petrol is something which is costlier, but we cannot use that. And use petroleum products and other fuels that have low sulfur and ash content. So basically, in order to use the products that is having low sulfur and ash content, basically if more ash is coming, more smoke will come. If the more sulfur content is there, it causes it causes great pollution. As well as next one is planting of trees. So plant trees along the busy streets, because nowadays we cannot see, it is hard to see trees in the developed areas, because nowadays they're cutting the trees, they're building the flats, they're building theme parks, they're building malls, and they're building factories. So because of that, if the trees are very less, it is difficult for the human being to survive, because the oxygen level will be decreasing. So why in the sense, if you go above the if you go above the 30,000 above the surface level, what happens is the oxygen level decreases. Why in the sense? Because there is no plants. So in order to have the oxygen, we need to have more number of plants. So we have to plant more number of plants in the busy areas, in the streets, and all those things, because it removes the particulates and the carbon monoxide and absorbs the noise as well as. Next one is the industry and waste disposal that should be situated outside the cities. And basically nowadays we could see a lot of factories and industries near the residential areas. So it should be avoided, and make sure that these factories and other things should be situated outside the residential area, so that it should not affect the people. Next one is the use catalytic converter to help control the emission. Catalytic converter is a converter that is used in the automobile, where in which it controls the emission of the carbon monoxide and hydrocarbon, so that it reduces the pollution. So using of catalytic converter is a good source. And we have to service our vehicles regularly, because when we are not servicing a vehicle regularly, what happens is it also causes a pollution, because when you are not putting oil correctly in the engine, means it produces smokes that also causes the air pollution. Next one is emission rate should be restricted to a permissible level. So the emission rate, so government has a norms for the emission. So government has to set the emission, they have to restrict to a permissible level, because nowadays the level of emission that comes out from each of the vehicles and each of the things, it is comparatively more. That's the reason nowadays they have introduced that P4 vehicle or PS4 4 vehicle system they have introduced. Why in the sense? In order to reduce the pollution. And you know what, one of the city in India is the top polluted city in the world. So that is the current situation wherein which we are now. And the last one is the incorporation of air pollution control equipments in the design of the plant layout. So these are the things that we have discussed today. So in the first day I want to conclude with the air pollution. So air pollution is the first topic that we have covered. Along with this, I just want to summarize that. So we have started with the so today we have discussed about the environment, ecosystem, as well as the types of pollution and what causes the pollution. So the first topic we have covered is the air pollution. So in the next video we will be covering the other pollution. So these are the reference book that you can see. You can go through these books, wherein which it will be very helpful for you if you have any doubts regarding this air pollution. So thank you guys, thank you for watching this video, and I make sure that this video will be helpful for you guys. And please see this video and please learn through the reference books that have been showed in the video. Thank you guys.